The very first card that you got is Horus, the cosmic gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. Now, what looks like overall in your reading, there are a lot of miracles happening. You know, this guy is cosmic, and you've got the Milky Way perspective. Cosmic. So miracles are happening, but it feels like they're just beginning out there in the cosmic level as things manifest. It starts with your thoughts, and then the spirit sort of starts to orchestrate things, and it takes just a bit of time before it actually reveals itself, the manifestation in reality. So while you're getting this guy, he is letting you know that your thoughts and desires and wishes and wantings have been heard, and the orchestration out in the cosmos has begun. Okay, that's what he's saying. And then you also have Diana, who's talking about focused intention. So because it's still sort of out there in at that phase before it comes into reality here on earth, she's saying stay focused and keep your intention on what you're wanting. Expect the very best possible outcome. Set your sights high. Think about what you really want. Envision it being here. Love on the feeling of having it, right? So maintain that joy and frequency for the thing that you've asked for. For the thing, because you've started something and it's on its way. So you want to keep, maintain your positive, what you're wanting, even though it's not here. It looks like from the reading for some of you, it's not quite here yet. It's being orchestrated though. You've started the process. You also got Charity talking about connecting with heaven. Ask and you shall receive. See? And he's going, yep, we heard you. We got things started. So by asking, you are in the process of receiving. And you also got Vishnu saying, yes, trust this. Trust it. They came 1, 2, 3, 4. Aquarius, when I do these cards, I shuffle the cards, and the only cards I use in any reading are the cards that jump out. These cards were jumping out so fast, I could barely shuffle, and they were just flying out. It took half the time it usually does to get these cards. These beings are so connected with you. You're so connected. To have 4 cards like this right in the very beginning, from the cosmos to spirit, spirit to these high beings. These are keepers of the light, very high beings with you. So you got a really strong connection. So you can trust this. Okay, and then also you've got clairaudience. Zadkiel is saying that your clairaudience is getting amplified. So notice the loving guidance that you hear inside your mind or from other people. Sometimes spirit will communicate through other people, friends, loved ones, siblings, parents, family members. Sometimes spirit will speak through other people. So notice, be mindful of what you hear. It might be coming from the higher beings, in which case it would be sort of a whisper. Your clairaudience is hearing with your inner ears. But they can also speak through others to get a message to you. You also have Metatron. Call upon me to clear and open your chakras. Your chakras. Metatron will open those up for you so that your connection to these divine beings is even stronger. Now be mindful that when your connection is this strong like this, honestly, the frequency this strong. A couple of things. You don't want to sort of veer off from what you're wanting. If you like, what you don't want to do is start, going, oh, but it's not here yet, and then getting depressed and, oh, this will never happen, those kind of things. That's not going to be good, because you're so connected and spirit wants you to have what you're wanting. So keep your intention focused. Stay focused. It's on its way, okay? And you can trust that, trust it. So you don't veer off from that. Find the blessings in your current situation that will help you stay focused. So maybe currently you're not experiencing exactly what you're wanting. Find the blessing in it so that you stay in the frequency of having what you are wanting. So no matter what situation you're in right now, find the blessing in it. Appreciate it for what it is, even if it's absolute direct contrast, complete other side of what you're wanting. Then you can appreciate it for the contrast of it, and just know that what you're wanting is coming. As long as you stay focused and keep your intention high, stay connected to spirit. So just appreciate gratitude. When you're in gratitude, it's very, very, if not impossible, to be in fear or anger or depressed or some of these low frequencies. When you're grateful for what you have, or for finding a perspective on that, finding a perspective on your current situation that makes you appreciate it. You also got a soul just talking about undying love. Undying love. The love you have shared is eternal, regardless of the situation. This could mean so many things. Okay. Interesting. They are asking you to interpret the meaning for yourself. That's the second time they've done that today. There are so many meanings with this that they want you to decide. So you can pause the video and you decide. Undying love. The love you've shared is eternal, regardless of the situation. So it could be someone passed away. It could be someone that you're wanting to be with, but it's not possible or something. But whatever love you've shared in lifetimes, it's eternal. It's eternal, regardless of what your situation is right now. And so they're holding these, they want me to hold these two together. Regardless of what your situation is right now, you have experienced great love in all of the many lifetimes that you've lived. And that love is eternal. It's eternal. I love that. It's such a beautiful card too. Everything is in divine order, and he wants to come back up again, and she wants to come back up again. Everything is in divine order. Everything is right the way it's supposed to be. It's right where it needs to be. In the process of your soul expanding, it's right where it needs to be. It's all good. Everything's good. Peace. There's no need to worry about everything. Everything is working out. Again, he wants to come up. And so does she. This is so funny. And so does she. Stay focused. Things are working. No need to worry. Worry energy does not do anything good. It doesn't do anything good for you. So stay focused. Everything's working. Everything's working. Just be peaceful about it. It's all right. This is some kind of wake-up call. A tsunami is coming. This is a tsunami. Feels like this thing that you're wanting feels a bit like a relationship, because you're getting this marriage card. And this undying love feels like a soulmate, twin flame kind of. Undying love feels like, it feels like a perfect soulmate, twin flame kind of love is eternal. And just the very fact that she's showing up, and you got the marriage card showing up. And also, by the way, this card came out right underneath this one, as if this is the thing you're wanting. This is what you've started. this is what's starting, is the ultimate marriage of this true love, amazing love relationship. That's what it feels like to me. So we have a tsunami, wake up call, wake up. So wake up, endings and beginnings. Something needs to end before this can happen. And what they're telling me is that you need to follow your own heart. Follow your own heart. So if I remember in your last reading, there was quite a bit about you guys. This feels kind of similar, like you guys were wanting a relationship or something about relationships, but there was a piece of you missing because you keep denying yourself in order to make something work. Okay, so it's like you have to end things that aren't working in order to get the things you're wanting. And this has started over here. So it's a wake-up call in terms of ending what's not working. And it feels like this, that's what I feel from you guys, like, but I don't want to be alone. That's really strong for you guys. I just feel that, like, I don't want to be alone. Mama Gaia is with you, nurturing you. Look at this card. It's like she's just enveloping you. Mama Gaia, with flowers and plants and nature and nurturing all around you. You're not alone. Oh, that feels like a deja vu from your last reading. You're not alone. Follow your own heart. Follow your own heart. Find your passions. Find the things that you like to do and follow your own heart in what you do while the current situation is what it is. You can also, in managing this current situation, set some boundaries as you listen to your own heart. What are you willing to, so imagine this beautiful, perfect marriage. Imagine being in that. What kind of partner are you wanting? Who are you being when you're in this? That's what you want to think about. Who are you being in this beautiful relationship? A whole, complete, knowing yourself, whole self, so that then you get this, this perfect union of two people is just, it just goes like this. Well, so you want to know what your heart is, so it doesn't go like that. I go, oh, but wait, make it work. It doesn't work. So you want to just be this nice, flowy. So finding the blessings in what you have, find the blessings in it, but set your boundaries. If this situation is a relationship that's not working, it needs to end in order for this to come in. And while you're following your own heart, listening to your heart, set your boundaries. You're like, you know what? In contemplating this, maybe you're going to decide that, certain things you're just not going to do anymore. You're just going to love yourself too much than to not listen to your own heart. Yeah. And if this current situation is really challenging, the stone people came in. The stone people came up. And what these stone people are saying is that, they're just solid. They're stone. They are solid. So the ocean can come wave over them and they just stand their ground. They just stand their ground, and they want to come up next to setting your boundaries. Once you figure out what your heart is, right? What you're wanting, in every aspect of a beautiful relationship, then the current relationship might not be so great. Practice with what your boundaries are going to be in your new, beautiful, loving, wonderful relationship. The rock people. Also, to help you as far as following your own heart and knowing your own heart, it can be helped to be a vegetarian. Watch what you eat. You are what you eat. So you might try a vegetarian. I saw one of those shows on what they do to animals, ugh, to make food for us, and I can't even do it anymore. I can't even do it. I saw one of those documentary things. It's just horrendous. So yeah, look into this. Being a vegetarian, you'll feel better. Whatever new project you might like to start it with curiosity. Get curious. You can also get curious about what your heart's wanting. You know, curiosity is such a great way of being. Get curious. Get curious about this. Get curious about this. You know, what are you wanting? Get curious. Kind of play with it. Start a new project that you're curious about. So you might look into things, what you'd like to do until this, you know, comes into reality as it's being orchestrated right now. Until then, Paul the Venetian is saying, you know, play a little bit with some artistic expression. Art, dance, music, playing an instrument, something artistic would be really nice to try. And you also got the spiritual teacher card. Your life purpose involves teaching others about healing and spirituality. Now this card is really interesting. Sometimes it's more about just being a teacher. Sometimes it's more about the image. In this one as well, it feels like maybe it's more about the image. Some of you, because this is a general reading, some of you may be curious about being a spiritual teacher. Some may be curious about just teaching in general, not necessarily spiritual. Being a teacher might be an expression that's fun for you, you know, to put together stories or write little stories or something. But what's neat about this image is that she has an audience. All the little bunnies, what else? Squirrels, chipmunks, all the bunnies. All the bunnies, and her third eye is lit up, right? She's just sharing her, as a teacher, she's just kind of sharing her energy, really, because she's doesn't look like she's talking necessarily, but they just love her. They're just all around her with an audience. I love that. You can pause the video if you want to and just sort of feel into that picture. It's an awesome picture. Also with these little rabbits, you know, they're tiny little innocent animals, a bit like children, right? I like children have that same sort of innocence. And so you might like guiding children. If you're curious about that at all, you might do a little research. You might do some teaching to children. What does it say? You're good at helping, counseling, and healing children. Use your skills to help children now. These children look a little bit sad to me. Don't they look a little bit sad? And your energy is so awesome. They might really benefit from you just sort of being with them, right? Teaching, passing on your wisdom, passing on some things that you've learned. Just get your beautiful self around some innocence, some innocent children. You can help the children. Spread your wings. It's time. It's time right now. You're ready to spread your wings and you know, get curious about some kind of artistic expression and go for it. Just go for it. If you find something that you really love and go for it, pursue it, practice it, learn about it, teach about it. While you're in that frequency of loving what you're doing, it's fun. You might be helping healing some children. That will keep you focused on the highest frequency that will allow this to make it all the way into manifesting reality. Does that make sense? So you have, in your desire, in your wanting it, you started the process. And she's saying stay focused. Now what that means, you want to be careful about that, because sometimes focus, okay, this is important. Okay, they're saying put the cards down, this is important. Okay. Okay, focus can feel like this. If you can feel the difference, it can feel like, oh, I want this so bad. I really want this now. I'm going to stay focused on this. I really, really want this. I want this so bad. And now I'm in my dream place and I'm imagining this marriage and it's beautiful and I feel so good. And then, you know, now it's time for dinner, or, you know, the phone rings and it's like, now you're back into your current situation. And if you stay that focused on what you're wanting, it's that intense focus non-stop actually has the opposite frequency of lack of not having it. Does that make sense? It's kind of like you know, planting a seed and then just sitting there, you know, waiting for it to grow. You're just waiting for it to grow. You're just waiting. It's like, are we there? You know, is it growing yet? Is it growing yet? I don't see anything. I don't see anything. I'm staying focused on the seed and I don't see anything. I don't see anything. Do you see how that can get you? There's this frustration energy that starts to happen. Instead, you're going to plant the seed, water it, make sure it's got some nice soil, make sure it's in a good spot for sun, and then go about your day. And then just go about your day. Have fun, enjoy your life. And eventually, at some point, it will start to sprout. It will start to bloom. It's the same with this. So overall, this is what they're saying. You have asked for what you're wanting, and you've been heard. And it started. Now what she's saying about staying focused on the frequency of joy and happiness and love. And the way to do that is actually, now you've placed your order with the universe kind of thing. Now you want to go about your life. And going about your life where you find curiosity, you get fun, you do fun stuff, you spread your wings, you experiment, you help children. You might be a teacher, and doing things that you absolutely love. Knowing, trusting that it's coming. Does that make sense? This is the way that you stay in the frequency of this. It's ironic. It's kind of ironic, isn't it? But that's what makes it work. That's how it works. And then, well, you're not even thinking about this anymore. You're not even thinking about this anymore. You place the order and you know it's coming. And so you're going about your life and having fun over here. And one day, boom, he or she is just going to show up when you're not even looking. Because you're having too much fun over here. All filled up and whole in yourself and playing and teaching and having a full life. And he or she will just show up. Best way to do it. It's the best thing. I mean, the design is brilliant. It's just amazing. All right, so you guys, good reading. Really good reading. Have fun. Stay curious. Curiosity is really fun. It's a really good place. Stay curious, Aquarius.